Basically, with regards to the Indian Studies Department in University of Malaya, see today we have, I think we have given you a historical document. The date is 11th July 1956. This document, I went personally to the Public Records Office in London, which is now called the National Archives in KEWQ London. And this is part of the submissions to the Reed Commission. The letter is dated 11th July 1956. And this is done by the Malayan Born Indian Association in Penang. Malayan Born Indian Association in Penang. At the second last page, they have made a specific request. That means some 52 years ago, or third last page, they have made a specific request. We submit, as the majority of Indians are of Tamils, a Tamil chair should be set up at the University of Malaya, and every facility should be given to Tamils who wish to learn the language and imbibe the culture. Okay, so this Tamil chair was what eventually led to the Indian Studies Department in University of Malaya. So number one, it's historical. This proposal was supposed to be in the federal constitution, okay, but for some reason it was not placed in the federal constitution. It was implemented, irrespective, it was implemented. The Tamil chair subsequently became the Indian Studies Department. So number one, it is historical. This is a historical event, number one. It is the heritage of this country. But what they are trying to do now, what the UMNO-led government is trying to do now, they are trying to basically put to an end this Indian Studies Department, like what they did to the South Indian Labour Fund. South Indian Labour Fund was also like the Indian Studies Department, which was the act was repealed, and they are basically wiping out, slowly but surely. UMNO is wiping out history and heritage of the Indians in this country. And we are also asking the Prime Minister and the Higher Education Minister to allocate 52 million. You see, it's very easy to, now they are saying make it into Indian and South Asian Studies Department. Why? Number one, my question is, why you want to disturb the Indian Studies Department? You are basically diluting the Indian Studies Department. So we are asking the Prime Minister and the Higher Education Minister to expand whatever little we have, we expand it rather than diluting it. Why are they diluting it? To me, it's with the view to the eventual extinction of the Indian Studies Department. The other thing is, we have asked for a $52 million grant from this year onwards per annum to make up for the lost years of the neglect of this Indian Studies Department, which is supposed to be part of the history of this country, part of the terms independence of this country. Okay, and then if you see page 2, you see article, not many Malaysians know about this Article 12 of the Federal Constitution specifically says that there shall be no discrimination against any citizen on the grounds of race, religion, descent or place of birth. Where it concerns an educational institution, there shall be no discrimination. And then Article 12 does not refer to this document. It doesn't refer to this document. Okay, but what we have is a Latin term called Trevox Preparatories. That is the official records of negotiations which help clarify the intentions of a document. So when we go back to this document, at the third last page, it is very clear what the intentions of Article 12. Okay, Article 12 says that there should be no discrimination when it comes to educational institutions. So we are calling upon the Cabinet, the Prime Minister and the Higher Education Minister, to bring this matter to the Cabinet tomorrow. Tomorrow there's a Cabinet meeting. Make a decision and an official statement be issued by the Cabinet Minister, by the Higher Education Minister, and not the MIC Minister. In my letter, I've given two contradictory statements. One, the MIC Minister saying it's already changed to Indian Studies, maintained, and Indian to be heading it. The next thing, the Vice-Chancellor saying no, it's changed, the name changed, and a non-Indian heading it. And then last week, again, the Minister repeating himself like a parrot line. He said, no, Indian heading it and Indian Studies Department maintains. Which is which now? So we don't want him to make the statement. We don't want the MIC, we don't want the Indians. We want the ministers, the respective ministers who are empowered, who's got the power, must speak. We don't want the Mandos to speak. So tomorrow, the Cabinet, we are asking the Cabinet to make a decision on this matter. And then number 2, the 52 million grant, annual grant to the Indian Studies Department to train, as I said, to train all these people. We are also asking the cabinet to issue a circular to University Malaya vice-chancellor. The least they can do is to issue a circular to the vice-chancellor that he makes a public statement that the Indian Studies Department be maintained, and the 52 million when it comes to Tamil schools, training of teachers, senior assistants, and also headmasters. The issue comes back to they're just playing around. They're just playing politics with the Tamil schools, by giving one by one Tamil school here, supposedly given a land, and then one here every 6 months, 3 months once. They're playing paper politics, especially in the Tamil media, to give the impression that it is being done. And unfortunately and regretfully, even the Pakatan Rakyat states are following the same trend. They're following the same trend. To me, the Indian Studies Department is the guardian and custodian of all Tamil schools in this country, 523 Tamil schools in this country, for all to train all headmasters, to train all senior assistants and Tamil school teachers.